Yes, my dear students, as you know, COVID-19 problem is going on a lot. How do we all protect ourselves from it so that we can all be safe? First, we will wear masks properly. Second, stay at least 6 feet from others. Third, wash your hand frequently. And next, fourth, don't touch your face any others. And fifth, don't shake hand and not share food and water with others. In this way, we can protect ourselves. Yes, class, good morning. Today we'll discuss here a new topic, straight line. First of all, we discuss here distance between of the 2 points. Suppose 2 points are given, what is the distance between of these points? Second things we will discuss here, midpoints of the any straight lines. Third, we will discuss here coordinates of the points when internally division. Third, we will discuss here coordinates of the points when line is divided by the externally. And fourth, we will discuss here area of the triangles. Fifth, we will discuss here collinear points. And sixth, will be discuss here slope of the lines. So these 6 points will discuss under the 2-dimensional coordinate geometry, not 3-dimensional. These points will discuss only under the 2-dimensional coordinate geometry. Yes, start the topic here. First we will discuss here distance between of 2 points. So first we will discuss here the distance between 2 given points. Suppose this line here, this point here P and this point here Q. What is the suppose coordinate of this point, coordinate P point here x1 y1 or coordinate of this point here x2 y2. So what is the distance of this line, length of the distance between of the PQ? So this will be called here distance equal to under the root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the identity of the distance between of the 2 points. So how to find out these points here? Now look here. Suppose this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. Or here x is called the abscissa or y is called their ordinate. So then suppose this line here, this PQ line under the 2-dimensional this line here under the 2-dimensional coordinate geometry here, this point PQ here, the coordinate of this point here P x1 y1 and coordinate of the x2 y2. Coordinate of this point P x1 y1 or Q point coordinate x2 y2. So suppose this is the length of the y1 and this is the length of y2. This is the complete length is called the y2 or this length is called the y1. Second things here, this length is called the x1 or this complete length is called here x2 from here to here. Point coordinate of this point P and Q. Suppose this point here P dash and this point is called the Q dash. This is the P point, the P dash. This is the Q point, this is the Q dash. And second things, you will draw the line here, dash dash dash. A straight line you will draw this way. Parallel of this line. P dash Q dash is parallel of the P R. Name of this point here R. That means here PR is parallel of P dash Q dash. Means this line or this line here, this same parallel in between. So what is the length of this? What is the length of this point? So now we will check this. What is the length of this point? PR. What is the length of the QR? So what is the length of the QR? Total length here y2. This length is y1. Then what is left this part? Y2 minus y1. This is called the y2 minus y1. Same things. What is the length of this point? Means PR. What is length of PR? The total length here x2. Total length here x2 or this length here x1. So this x2 minus x1, then you will get here x2 minus x1. So this length you will get here PR length. So then using this angle is the perpendicular. This is using the Pythagoras theorem here. Now using the in triangle. Now in triangle PRQ, this triangle. So using the Pythagoras theorem, P square of the PQ square equal base square PR square of the PR, and this is square of the QR. So what is the length of PR here? Length of the PR. Length of the PR, you taking the PR x2 minus x1 is square plus a length of QR here y2 minus y1 square. But then you can find the length of PQ here under the root x2 minus x1 is whole square plus y2 minus y1 is whole square. This is the derivation of this identity. How to find out this distance between of these 2 points in this identity? According this way, under the two-dimensional geometry. How to derive this identity here? According this way, you will be find this identity. The distance between of the two given points. This is the geometrical derivation of this identity. Yes, you note down it. Then we will second identity derived here. Yes class, next point I am taking your coordinates of the points when points are taking the internally of the lines. So first, second point here, coordinate when internally division. Means suppose this line here, the coordinate of this point here P and this point here Q, coordinate of this x2 y2 and coordinate of this x1 y1. 2 point taking P, coordinate of this point here P or coordinate of this point here Q. P, the P coordinate here x1 y1 and Q coordinate having the x2 y2. And here condition here, coordinate of the points when internally division. Suppose here point I am taking here, next point I am taking R. What is the coordinate of this point? So what is the coordinate of this point of R? You will find here the coordinate of the points of this R, xy. Suppose xy. What value of the xy here? So suppose this one division of this is the M, or this is the division of the N. Means PR upon QR. This will always is the M upon N. Means PR upon QR equal to M upon N. The ratio of the PR upon QR always fixed is the M upon N. This is the ratio of the M or this is the ratio of the N. The PR upon QR, R is the internal point of the P and Q. So what is the value of the X and Y? You will find here. Then our value of the PR upon QR, the ratio of the PR upon QR is M ratio N. So then the value of the X, what value of the X here? mx2 plus nx1 upon M plus N, and value of the Y here my2 plus ny1 upon N plus N. So the coordinate of the R here xy. The value of the x here mx2 plus mx1 upon m plus n, and value of the y here my2 plus my1 upon m plus n. So these two identity will, when coordinates of the point internally division. Second things, first note down this. Second things here, the coordinate of the point when externally division. Coordinates of point when externally division, so that means the diagram something will be changed here. So this diagram will be changed here. Suppose this line, this is the P point, or suppose this is the Q point. In the point, this R point is the take outside of the PQ. This R point division point is the inside of the PQ here, but here R point taking you outside of the PQ. So this is called the external division. Because the R point here outside of this, that means value of the PR same here M, and value of the QR here N. The total length of PR means same things here, PR upon QR. PR upon QR always M upon N. This will be not changed. PR with total length of PR here M ratio, and QR here called here N. So what is the ratio of PR upon QR? M ratio, and both things here same. This will be not changed. Your ratio will be the same. This is the not changed. So what is the identity of this? What is the coordinate of this? Coordinate of this is x1 y1. Coordinate of this x2 y2. So coordinate of this is xy. So means what value of the xy here? What value of the xy here? When coordinate of the p here x1 y1, and coordinate of the q here x2 y2, and what is the value of the xy here when R is the external division of the line PQ. So then value of the x here mx2 minus nx1 upon n plus n. Second y equal my2 minus ny1 upon m minus n. Identity are same here. Value of the x here are same, but sign is opposite. Here using the positive sign, here using negative sign. Here using the positive sign, here using the negative sign. So when R is the external division, then sign will be using here negative sign. When R is the internal division, then using the sign here positive. So these two identity are when internal division or when is external division of the points. What coordinates of the points of this are when condition is different. So then you using this identity. Yes, note down it. Then next point. Yes, class. Next third point I am taking here. Fourth point I am taking here. Coordinates of point when coordinate of the midpoint. Coordinates of midpoint. Suppose this line, this is the P and this is the Q. Coordinate of this x1 y1, here x2 y2. Suppose here internal division point is in center. This R point in center. What value, what coordinate of this R here means in particular m equal to n. Suppose this case is implemented, value of the m means PR upon QR. PR upon QR equal to 1. M and both are there, m upon n means 1. So it's, you can say here कि PR equal to QR. In this condition, PR equal to QR. When PR equal to QR, that both the ratio are same, means 1-1 ratio. This is, we can say 1-1 ratio. But then what is the, this is the midpoint of the R. Then we can say the R is the midpoint. Then you can say R is the midpoint. So yes, the coordinate of the x here, the x1 plus x2 upon m plus n, and y equal to y1 plus y2 upon 2. And m and n you can write the 2. M plus n means 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So value here m plus n. What value of the 1? 2. The value of the m plus n. This is the m ratio, this is the n. For m and n here given condition T, in particular condition given equal, that means 1:1. That means value of the m plus n 2 and 2. So then this is the identity of the midpoint of the any straight line. When you find the midpoint of the any straight line, then using this identity x1 plus x2 upon 2 and y equal y1 y upon 2. So using, so this means this is the coordinate of the R, x, this or this y or this. So then using this identity, when you find the coordinate of the midpoints, then next we'll be using here, first note on it. Then we will using here area of the triangle. Fifth we will using here area of a triangle. Suppose 3 points in a triangle. In 2-dimensional. This is a 2-dimensional. Suppose A point, B point and C point. Suppose A point, B point and C point. Coordinate of A point here x1, y1, here x2, y2, here x3, y3. This is the triangle. So what is the area of this triangle in 2-dimensional coordinate geometry here? Then you can say here the area equal 1/2 using the mod sign here x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 and y3 minus y1 plus x2 and y1 minus y3 and mod sign. Very important things here. What is the important things in this area? Here using the mod sign here, because the area always come in the positive form, not negative form. So first will be when you find the area here, we will using the mod sign here. Second things, we will write the, suppose here when you come here any non-zero number, any positive number, then you write the answer here square unit. Second thing you will write, suppose here any number here come, then you write here square unit. And here using the mod sign here, because area always come in the positive form. In case, suppose in case first your area come here 0, when this area after solving this part the result come here 0, it means that these points are not forming the triangle formation. It means these points. Now then we can say the points A, B and C are collinear points. Then you can say that these points are not triangular formation. It means these points are collinear points. Or what is the collinear point? It means collinear point, suppose A point here, B point here and C point here. So this is called the collinear points. Those points are coming in the one straight line are called the collinear points. It means points A, B, C are collinear points. When your area of the triangle come here 0, area of triangle if result come here 0, then you can say this ABC point not in the formation of the triangle, this point is the formation of the collinear points formations, means in this formation, then area will be 0. Suppose point here in this formation the area will be 0. Area will be 0, points are collinear formations. When result is not non-zero number here, then points are the triangular formations. According this way, you will be find the two results of this identities. Points are 0, then result here 0, then you can say the points are collinear points. Or always you put their mod sign here because area will become in the positive form, not negative form. Yes, note down. Then we'll discuss your next point, slope of the lines. Yes, class. Next point I am taking here, slope of the lines. The slope of the lines here. Suppose here two-dimensional coordinate geometry here. Suppose this point line here. Suppose this line. I am taking this point. The name of this line here L. So what is the slope of this line? What is the slope of this line? So how to find out the slope of this line? Slope. Then this is the angle of, suppose, positive direction of the x-axis. This is the y-axis. This is the x-axis. This side is called, this direction is called the positive direction of the x-axis, or this direction is called the negative direction of the x-axis, or this direction is called the positive direction of the y-axis. So when you find the slope of the line, then you will be using the positive direction of the x-axis, anti-clockwise directions, means in this direction. You will using the in this direction, anti-clockwise direction. This theta, anti-clockwise direction, and this is called the clock direction. This one is called the clock direction. So suppose value of this angle is the theta, so the value of this angle is 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta degree. So this 180 minus theta is called the clockwise direction, or theta is called the anti-clockwise direction of the positive x-axis. Theta is called. So when you find the slope of any line, then you will be using the angle anti-clockwise direction, not clock direction. So this is called your inclination angle of line. This is the theta here called inclinations of the line. So when you find here the slope of the line L equal to m. Suppose slope of this slope equal to m. So then slope of line is equal to m. Then this angle, this theta, you can take here tan theta. It means m equal to tan theta. This the slope of the line here L equal to m, or when this theta using as the tan within the tan theta here called the slope of the line. What value of this angle? Then when you using the tan theta within the tan theta, then value of the m is coming here. Then you can say the slope of the line here m equal to this. But here conditions, first conditions here is suppose value of this theta here is 0 greater than 0 degree greater than and less than 90 degree. When value of this theta, those are having in the anti-clockwise direction, then you can say here the slope of line is negative, positive. Then you can say when value of the theta here between 0 and 90, then you can say the slope of the line will be positive. Slope of the line is positive when value of the theta here between 0 and 90. Second case, when theta equal to 90 degree, theta equal to exact 90 degree. Suppose theta value of this theta is the value of this theta here 90 degree. So what is the slope of the line? Which nature of the slope of the line? Then you can say slope of line is parallel to y-axis. Means when 90 degree, the slope of line means slope will be the line will be parallel of the y-axis. So this line will be parallel to the y-axis. This line will be parallel of the y-axis. So this is not positive. Slope line will be parallel of the y-axis. Next, third condition here. When theta is equal to obtuse angle, so then slope of line is negative. Suppose in this condition, suppose angle in this way, and this is called the obtuse angle. This is called the obtuse angle here, theta. So this theta here obtuse angle, so then slope of line is negative. The slope of this line will be here negative. Then slope is perpendicular, then degree 90 degree, or here acute angle, then slope of line will be positive. The three conditions of the slope of the line here. What value of the theta here? The three conditions. First is theta between in acute angle. You can say something here acute angle. Acute angle. When theta is between, this means acute angle is positive. When obtuse angle, then negative, or when is 90 in parallel of the y-axis. Note down it. Then next part. Then next point I am taking slope of the line when 2 points are given. When 2 points are given. So suppose line in this way. Suppose this point here P and this point here Q are angle of this theta. X-axis, this is the y-axis. Suppose 2 points are given P and Q. So how to find of the slope of this line? So suppose you are drag this line here, the name of this line here L. So then this one theta, so this also here theta here, because this line or this both line here parallel. So means both the angles here corresponding angles. This theta, this same value, this is theta. So how to find of this line, slope of this line here? So then angle here theta and this angle here 180 minus theta. Suppose line or in the direction, not matter here. Suppose line in this, suppose theta, P point here given and Q point here given, then you can same that this also is theta. So what is the slope of this line also? Both is the direction of changing. This is in the direction or this line in the direction. So we will make this angle is theta and this angle also here theta. This angle also here theta. So this angle will be 180 minus theta. Or here same theta. So then we will positive direction of the x-axis. This is the positive direction of the x-axis. This will be theta always. So then you will find the coordinates of the P point here x1, y1, or here coordinate of x2, y2. So then we will find the theta m equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Now value of the tan theta here to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 according this way. So first we will find then theta of the with help of the coordinate of P and Q. Suppose line in the direction, otherwise in the direction. So you will find the only anti-clockwise direction, this angle. This is the anti-clockwise direction. This is the anti-clockwise directions angle. So you will be take the angle always anti-clockwise directions angles of the x-axis. Don't take the clockwise direction. First we will find the theta, then when lines here 2 points are given. Yes, you note down. After that we will discuss here what is the angle between of the lines when 2 lines are given. What is the angle between of the lines when 2 lines of the given. first 7 point here, angles between when two lines are given. Suppose this one is a coordinate geometry and these two lines are given. Suppose in this set two line L1 and this is the L1, this is the L2. So when this L1 having their alpha 1 and L2 having the alpha 2. So when lines are parallel conditions, so the slope of this line here, what is the slope of this line is M1, or slope of this line is equal to M2. This line slope is called M2 or this line slope is called the M1. So when lines are angles between when the lines are given, first condition parallel conditions. Parallel conditions. In this condition parallel, that means alpha 1 equal to alpha 2 because corresponding angles. So then you can say here कि M1 equal to M2. So then you can say कि when two lines are parallel, then you can say slope will be equal. So slope will be equal of the both the line. The slope of the line first equal to slope of the line second. When lines are parallel, then slope of M1 equal to M2 because angle here same, then slope will be also here same. When angle here same, then you can say कि slope also here same. Second condition here, what is the second condition? When second condition here, when lines are parallel, perpendicular. When lines are perpendicular, so then that means graph will be in this form. Means graph will be coming in this form. Suppose in this line or these line are making here, suppose this line L1, this line here L2, L1, L2, or this is the 90-degree angle. When two lines intersecting in the perpendicular, what is the angle between of this? Then it's theta. In this shape, what is the slope of this line? I have slope perpendicular here, this is also here 90, and this angle you can say here, suppose this is the alpha and this is here you can say beta, and this is the 90-degree angle, this one is the 90-degree angle. Angle will be take of the positive direction of the x-axis, don't take any other angle. So then we can say here, you have angle alpha, this is the beta here. So value of the slope of the line will be, so this line, slope of this line equal to M1 or slope of this line equal to M2. So then you can say the product of the both the slope M1 into M2 to minus 1. So then you can the condition here, the slope M1 into M2 equal to minus 1. According to this identity, so when slope are the perpendicular in this form, according you can write in this form your slope, this is line L1, this is line L2, but then line is perpendicular, then you can say slope product of the both the slope is minus 1. The diagram according this way you can note down it. Yes, next condition we will discuss here. Yes students, so how to find out this condition here, perpendicular conditions. So now you take this angle here, exterior angle of this triangle. So this is the 90, this also is 90 angle. So what value of the beta here? So beta equal to 90 plus alpha. This is the vertically opposite angle, the 90, this same value 90, or this angle plus this angle. This is the exterior angle of this. So from property of the exterior angle, is sum of the two interior opposite angle equal to exterior angle. So beta equal to, from property of the exterior angle, you can write here from property of exterior angles. From property of the exterior angles, so then you can say beta equal 90 plus alpha. So now taking both sides tan, so tan beta equal to tan 90 minus alpha, or what value of the tan 90 minus alpha? So minus cot 90 plus alpha, then cot alpha. This is the second quadrant. Second quadrant tan is the negative. So tan 90 plus alpha is equal to minus cot alpha. You can say here tan beta, or minus 1 upon tan alpha. A slope of this is the slope of this line beta here, the M2, yeah, M1, value of the M1 equal to minus M2, slope of the alpha, those line L2 line having the angle is alpha, or L1 line having the angle is beta. The slope of this line beta here, this is the not B, this is the beta, and this is the alpha. So M1 into M2 equal to minus 1. According this way you derive the identity of this when perpendiculars. When perpendicular condition, then you will product of the both the slope, product of the both the slope will be equal minus 1. In this way you will derive the identity or every identity of this perpendicular condition and parallel condition. Next thing we will discuss here is suppose this angle is not equal to theta. Suppose this angle is not equal to 90. Suppose this angle is not equal to, this is the equal to theta, L1 and L2. So this angle is equal to theta, not equal to 90, means any angle, obtuse angle, otherwise acute angle. Then how to find of the slope of the both the lines? When line parallel, then slope of the line first equal to slope of the line second. When lines are perpendiculars, then you can say product of the slope of both the lines will be equal to minus 1. But when slope is not parallel, not perpendicular, then suppose angle is the changed, any other acute angle, suppose you are 80 degree, 70 degree, or more than angles according to this way. In this, suppose in this way angles here come, yeah, more than 90 degree, 95, 96, 97, 100 degree, any angle here. So suppose this is the, this one is the theta, this is the acute, this is the obtuse angle, 180 minus theta. Suppose this is the 180 minus theta, this is the theta. Relation of between the total angle is straight angle. Complete both having the linear pairs. When you adding both the angles here, then you will get the 180 degree. So this one the theta, this one the 180 minus theta. Suppose this one 180 minus theta, this one is theta. So relation between this. So then you can say here 180 minus theta degree. So how to find out the slope of the line? So then you will be finding